Good morning, Brad Washa with the Alaska Incident Management Team on the Bootleg Fire for August 5th. It's a Wednesday, or actually it's a Thursday. We got a number of things going on today with the Bootleg Fire. One, it's a transition day. This is our last day for the Alaska team. We've been here 14 days, and actually some of the members of the team came down early and pre-positioned in Boise, so we've actually extended beyond what we normally do. On a normal fire assignment, you go out for 14 days plus travel, and then a new team comes in. The good news is the previous Northwest Team 2 is going to be replacing us. So they were on this fire before, so they're very familiar with the ground and the local area. So that's a good thing. The other thing we've got going on today, we have another red flag warning. The past 2 days, we did have red flag warnings for low relative humidity, winds, and a high Haines index. And that Haines index is a factor we use for potential for large fire growth. Out of those 2 days, we did not see any significant fire growth at all on the fire. In fact, it stayed within the perimeter. We did see increased fire activity within the interiors of the fire and a little bit on the perimeters, but we actually feel those 2 days were good testing. We do, most evenings, we have an infrared flight, so a jet flies over, and we can see where there's hot areas within the fire, and we keep seeing less and less heat along the perimeter of the fire, so that's a positive thing. We're continuing to mop up, and in some cases, hearing folks going in 200 feet or more. So we're really feeling comfortable about all of our areas that we have uncontained line, and we anticipate by the end of today to have additional containment. We just want to get through this last red flag warning. Today's red flag warning is a little bit different. Today's red flag warning is for abundant lightning and dry fuels. So those dry fuels remain, but the lightning would be new fire starts. Our concern more so on this fire from those lightning storms would be outflow winds. So if you had a thunderstorm form here and pushed winds out here, that could put winds up to 50 miles an hour in certain areas. So that's our major concern. One, for potential if we have heat on the line, but also if we have firefighters working in there, we have that fire weakened timber and snags potentially falling on someone. So those will be our concerns. That cold frontage passage is predicted to impact us around 2 o'clock this afternoon and could impact us for several hours, shifting the winds from a southwesterly direction to more of a northwesterly direction and an increase of winds when that frontage passage comes through. So with that, another day to test the fire. The meteorologist says tomorrow we will not have any red flag warnings, should have some cooler conditions, and when the Pacific Northwest team takes over the fire tomorrow at 6 o'clock. So we'll have the fire until 6 a.m. We'll have night resources out there again tonight. Last night's reports, a little bit of heat up here and then down by Lakeview Estates, but not a significant activity. So each day we're seeing less and less activity and reports of that. And our resources are starting to time out, just like our team. They've been here 14 days plus, some of them have been extended. So we're seeing a reduction in our number of resources that are slowly dwindling, although at the same time we are bringing in some new resources to start doing some repair to the suppression damage that was done, where we had bulldozers constructing fire line and that, so they're working on improving that. So with that, that concludes today's update on the Bootleg Fire. Thanks for joining us.